everybody, welcome back. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Janice.
And we are Mommy Mentions. And guess what this month is?
Black History Month.
Say what? And
we wanted to shout out the maker or creator of Black History Month. His name is Carter G. Woodson. He was the black man that actually introduced Black History Month, which actually, did you know it used to be a week?
No.
It used to be only a week. My mom said that it was a week when she was younger. They only had Black History Week. So she said we should be somewhat grateful that we have a month now, even though it is the shortest month of the year.
But you know what? You saw how last year turned into whole Juneteenth. You know that was
right. Saw that.
That's a whole nother topic,
right.
though. You know.
Right.
But we figured since it was Black History Month, we would go ahead and touch on some black moms that I'm sure everybody watched growing up, whether you were black or not. I'm sure everybody watched these shows. How about the Cosby Show?
First of all, that was like my favorite show.
I watched that all the time.
Right.
Like even when it was off air.
Right.
Years later.
Watching all the reruns.
You know, it ain't no more, but they took that off. But I would still be watching it. Like if I was to catch an episode on right now, if they were still playing it, I would sit and watch it. Exactly. Even if I've seen the episode 1,000 times, I would sit and watch it because it just kind of brings back memories. Like when you were a kid, it kind of gives you back that, like, you know, that your childhood.
Yeah.
You know, and then it kind of makes you remember like how shows really were. Back in the day.
How parenting was.
Yes. And positive
parenting.
Black parenting, I have to say, because that's how it's structured instead of it looking kind of
Yeah.
You know, the Cosby's was actually a positive black show. Family show.
Had both parents had really good jobs.
Exactly.
Lawyer and doctor.
Right.
And then there's like the way that they dealt with situations, dealt with their kids, and just it was a good show to watch. I'm really mad they took it off the air.
Yeah, it was very positive, and like I said, a lot of people grew up watching the Cosby Show, whether you were black or another, you know, race.
Or whatever age you were.
Yeah, that too, because it was very popular. It would kind of just drew you in, you know. Another one, of course, Fresh Prince.
Oh yeah,
of Bel Air.
Oh yeah,
come on now.
Oh yeah, and they still play that, and I will still watch every single episode again.
We sit and watch it. Me and my husband sit and watch it, and sometimes we always catch the last episode, and it's still sad. Like even though it's been on for years, it's like, oh dang, like this was really sad. We actually watched the reunion when they did the reunion.
I watched it too.
Like a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, we watched it. It was just kind of like, dang. And you know what? I'm sorry. I always like the first and Viv better. You know, nothing against the second and Viv, but it's kind of like when you start a show and you switch up the moms.
And she started strong.
Up the characters.
I feel like she was like a strong mom. Like, you know, she was Aunt Viv.
Right. The thing about her, it was like she wore all her hats.
Right.
She was a wife. She was a mom. She was a professor.
And a dancer. Right.
And it was just like she carried herself very well.
And I feel like the first Aunt Viv, you knew she just didn't play.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? The second Aunt Viv, I feel like it was
she was more laid back. She didn't take her as serious.
Yeah, you didn't take her as serious.
It wasn't, you didn't get the same vibe. Like, I still watched the show.
Right.
You know, I'm sure everybody did, but you could. Come on now, you guys let us know what you thought about that too. I'm sure a lot of people kind of was like, you know, the first Aunt Viv.
I feel like a lot of people like the first Aunt Viv better than the second.
No
shade, but still.
And I think it could be because we started off watching her.
Mm-hmm.
But let us know about that for sure. Like, what did you guys think about the second Aunt Viv? Like, did you prefer the first Aunt Viv or the second Aunt Viv? And then the dad, Uncle Phil, he was a judge, so it was like. All these shows are positive shows and show that black people could
do more than just dribble a basketball and be a baby mama.
Yes. Can be very educated.
Right.
And have great jobs.
Yeah.
And they raise their kids and, you know, well also went to the top schools, prep schools, you know, regardless of how they acted or who they were, they were still able to do what other people were able to do. And so it showed black kids growing up that you can do this. it was very positive compared to some of the shows that's on now that like a lot of younger kids watch. I don't feel like it's as positive. And it's just not even the black shows, it's all shows that come on, you know. It's just kind of like, is this really like something the kids watch?
Yeah.
Like, how did this even get a show? Why this show ain't coming on no more? And how did Family Matters not come on Fridays no more? That's the next one. Like, you know, like how all these black shows like not air anymore? Well, we know Fresh Prince it stopped because Will was, you know, he was moving on bigger things. Yeah. But Will, you could have did both. You could have did both. You could have did both.
If you watching this, come on.
Right? You could have kept it going. But the other show is, like I was saying, Family Matters. That was all-time favorite too. Friday Night TGIF.
And the first Harriet.
First Harriet was still better than
she didn't play. I'm telling you, she did not play.
It was I don't know. You just did not get the same kind of vibe from the second Harriet. It was just
it's something about that sequel that just don't hit like the first one.
Right. It's just kind of like, oh. Even though, you know, I do like when Eddie and Laura and Steve grew up. Because, you know, Judy never came back downstairs. You know, she just...
Where did she go?
You know, it's just... And so, you know, like Daniel pointed that out to me when we were talking about it one day. He's like, you know, Judy just never came back downstairs. I was like, what are you talking about?
Judy just disappeared.
Like, she was in trouble or on punishment or something. She just went upstairs. She never came back down. And then I thought about it. But you know what? I didn't miss her. For some
reason, smooth deleted her out the show and didn't nobody notice.
And then did you know that Urkel's part was only supposed to be for one episode? Steve
really?
was only supposed to be like a temporary character or something like that.
And they ended up doing with Stefan Urkel and all that.
Urkel became the show and they let Judy go. Come on, y'all. Y'all could have left Judy in there.
Girl, didn't nobody miss Judy?
I didn't. I can't even lie and say I did because I didn't even realize she was gone because I was focused on Eddie
She was
and
in
Laura.
there for like, what, one season? Maybe two?
I think it was like one season. Because we was watching that too. We was watching when they had their reunion.
Never came back.
She did. She went upstairs and never came back. Shoot. That was kind of jacked up, but that was another positive show.
Yeah.
Even though Harriet started off just working in the department store like as a regular employee, she ended up breaking up and becoming a manager. And also, did you see the one where the episode where I'm sure you've seen it?
Seen them all.
With Carl, she started making more money than Carl, and Carl kind of ended up getting jealous. Yeah. That was another thing where it was like, okay, a woman can make more money than her man, and it's okay. And it is the man might feel a certain kind of way, but why? Like, if it's going on into the same household,
exactly.
Why not? So that's like another empowering show. Like, that was another episode for women, you know.
So I have a question: which mom would you want to be your mom in real life? Out of the three moms.
You meant from the show?
Yeah, from the show.
I was girl. Why I really have to go back to the list? Like, wait, we just talked about
it was only three.
Vivian and Harriet. I would have to say probably Aunt Viv.
Really?
Probably.
I would say Claire.
I like Claire.
I would want Claire to be my mom.
Claire Huxtable was cool, but I think Aunt Viv. I don't know. Maybe because I'm just thinking about it as she's just so cool, smooth, hip. I don't know, like
I feel like Claire, and I say that because
I would say Claire too, but I would take Aunt Viv. I think.
Really?
I just think her swag. I don't know. Maybe because I don't know. Maybe because I'm still picturing them like on the show. Obviously, it's the only way I can picture them because I don't know them outside.
Well, yeah, that's the show. The show.
You know,
yeah, the show
I would think Aunt Viv.
If you guys could choose one of the three, or is it five? Because the second Aunt Viv's.
Nah,
the second Aunt Viv, the second
whichever one you prefer.
Which TV mom would you prefer to be your mom in real life as the TV mom?
Now you got me thinking. Claire was on point. I can't knock it. I would take Claire as my mom too, but because she was real smooth with it, on point. But I don't know. Because I think I'm just like I said. I'm just picturing the show.
You know what's funny though? My one of my best friends, her dad calls my family the Huxtables. Really? And I think it's so funny because I'm like, we're not like them, but like we low-key are. Just like the way that my parents like handle things and just like the structure and stuff. I was like, dang, we really kind of are like the Huxtables. Like,
oh, well,
that's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I was like, Claire. That's my mama.
I don't know. I think just Aunt Viv, I think just her character, just in overall, just watching it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she didn't play, but she was still cool and down to earth. She still was hip. She still tried to fit in, but she still kept everybody in line, even Uncle Phil. Like,
yeah,
I feel like that's why I kind of feel like, I don't know. I think I'll take Aunt Viv.
Yeah. The old one, right? The original.
Oh no, the first one, the OG Aunt Viv. No. Now look, we chose Aunt Viv and Claire, but we no hate on Harriet. Okay,
she didn't play either.
No, she didn't. But those just the two that we would choose. But yeah, for sure, let us know which one you guys would prefer. If you guys chose. But those just some positive influences that's on shows that's like Moms, but they were killing it at the same time. They were juggling everything, you know. Mm-hmm. And obviously it's a show.
And Viv was actually pregnant on the show. She was pregnant in real life when she was pregnant on the show.
Yes, I found that out during the reunion.
Yeah, she had a whole baby. I was like, oh, okay.
But you know what? She went through a lot. She had a whole baby, and she was going through a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff happened while she was on the show.
Yeah.
And she said that's why she said that nobody really knew what she was really going through. So when everything happened with her and Will, like nobody really knew. Mm-hmm. So it's just kind of like, dang. But man, I wish that Aunt Viv would have stuck on there though.
I know. It would have made the dynamic different of the show.
Oh, you know, and thinking about it too, you know, maybe, you know, Fresh Prince, they already had Ashley on there too. Like, obviously Ashley is a very common name.
Right.
But it was just kind of like when you see a kid or someone on the show that got your name, it's kind of like, oh, dang, for real? Like,
right.
Oh, I like, that's kind of like.
I could have played that part.
Right? No, but those are some positive shows that we watched up growing up as a kid, and it was like positive role models, like of women that were moms, but then also of men that were dads.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like instead of expectation, and it kind of told you like you can do whatever you wanted to do,
right.
Be whatever you wanted to be, no matter what. And like we don't have that many positive Black shows anymore.
Nope, we really don't.
When you really think about it,
I mean, Fresh Prince still plays.
Yeah, those are reruns. And you know what the crazy thing is? My niece, she watches that, and she's 22, and she watches that. So it's like some kids catch the reruns, some of our older shows, and like Family Matters come on, so she knows what Family Matters is because they play reruns. But that's all like the newer generation would know about is because a lot of the reruns. Because I don't think when she was younger, I don't think she really. When did Fresh Prince go off? Because I don't think she really understood Fresh Prince back then. Like, you know
was
what I mean?
In the late 90s, early 2000s?
I don't remember.
In the
late 2000s. Only reason because I'm gonna find out. Hold on.
For our YouTubers, sorry, I got my little wiggle worm back on the show.
She made her special guest appearance.
This is what happens when you're a mom. You got to deal with little wiggle worms like this. She's sleeping.
It came out in
96.
No, the last one was in 96. So
the last episode was 96?
It lasted 6 years. The final episode was May 20th, 1996.
Sheesh.
So my niece wasn't even born yet.
Dang.
See, my niece wasn't even born yet. So it's like any of the newer generation that knows about Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is because of the reruns.
Yeah. And
that's what a lot of the shows. But that's just like what Family Matters as well, you know. So it's just kind of like it's not many newer shows as positive influences.
Not at all.
But it's good to know, like.
And you know what? I like the fact that they were family shows to where they didn't have a whole bunch of at all, no sex scenes, no.
It was real clean.
It was real clean, and I don't think a lot of people appreciated that. And being the age I am, we ain't gonna talk about that. Being the age I am, I actually appreciate that I was able to watch a show with my parents and feel comfortable in watching a show with my family, my parents. You know what I mean?
And not to be like cringe,
right? Or earmuffs, right? All that, you know.
Very true. There's not many shows like I keep saying. There's not many shows like that right now, at all.
No,
that I can
not
even
no
think
Black
of.
shows. Out
no. But these are so. This is just some of the shows that we thought of, and decided we were going to talk about because there's positive role models and examples of moms and dads that were basically killing it, on top of their game. very professional, had a family, was carrying the family well, and just showing good examples, being positive role models for people. So since it's Black History Month, we thought we would touch on that. But interact with us, like we always say, like interact with us on this episode. Also, let us know what show did you like? Which one did you which show did you wish was still going on right now to today? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Family Matters, or The Cosby's?
That's hard.
And I legit gotta say Fresh Prince.
I gotta say Fresh Prince too.
I do, only because I don't know. Like I would want all of them to be playing if possible, but I would say Fresh Prince.
I would say Fresh Prince. And you know what? Okay, side note, this is like a extra one. The one I really wish would be going on right now would probably have to be A Different World.
Yes. Oh, I love that
because
show.
I feel like there's not any shows that are like showing black kids going to school, going to college, actually doing something, being something. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing.
Nope. It's just a lot of shows. Yeah, they had these movies back in the day too, don't get me wrong, but it's just a lot of shows that showing black kids selling drugs in games, a lot of violence,
or just playing sports, or just being like that's all they're good for.
It's not really talking about education,
right?
Correct us if we were wrong, but it's just not that many positive shows out right now for kids that you could be like, yes. Because I'm like, honestly, I'm like, well, my son, he gonna be watching like positive shows, even if it's like back in the day, he gonna know what all these shows are,
right?
Like, you know,
even if I gotta get the DVDs.
right. If y'all start playing it on TV, I'm sure I'll pull it up. Like, but it's just kind of like you gotta show your kids something that's positive because there's so much negative on TV right now, even in the news, you know, and just in reality in general. So you just kind of gotta be the example for your kids, you know. But
and have a positive example,
right? This is just, like I said, this is just one of the topics we're going to be talking about during Black History Month. If you guys have some ideas that you guys want us to talk about during Black History Month, send them to us. Our email address is mommy.mentions@gmail.com. Instagram is mommy.mentions, and then Twitter is mommymentions. So hit us up on any of those platforms. And let us know if you think of anything you want us to talk about. Since we have this month, we're gonna take advantage of it and use our platform to talk about it and share some light on some black families, black inventors, black everything. No, I'm just kidding.
All black everything.
We might also do some black owned businesses.
Oh yeah. If you guys have black owned businesses, drop them in the comments or hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, or our email, and we'll shout you out. Just let us know what you sell or what you do or whatever the case may be, and we'll shout you guys out. Also, special shout out to my cousin, brother who made these shirts.
You're reading my mind.
Trey, aka Humble Beginnings. I believe his
black owned.
I believe his Instagram is Humble Beginnings 661.
Yep.
Yes. Humble Beginnings 661 Instagram. We will drop the link somewhere here so you can see it on the screen. But yes, he made these wonderful shirts and all the other shirts and hoodies that we have already worn. He's made those. And he will be making the ones in the... Yeah, we're recycling these. He'll make the ones in the future. So hopefully next week we have a new design for you guys to see made by Trey.
Yeah. Also, we are going to be selling some merch soon. So we're going to find out
what you guys like.
Right. What merch you guys will actually buy. So we'll let you know what shirts or hoodies we're going to actually be selling. That's why we're kind of cycling back the designs that we already have done. Yeah. And then next week we'll have another design that we're going to start putting out there.
So be sure to follow our Instagram because we will post the shirts and the hoodies. And we want you guys to vote on them to see which ones are more popular.
Right. And those are the ones that we will start selling first. So once again, send those black-owned businesses to us. Be great if they're local. So send those to us. We'll give them a shout out. If you want to send some product into us,
let us know. Hit us up
but you have to contact
email.
us and let us know so you know where to send it to. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. We are Mommy Mentions.
And this is Black History Month.
And that is Gia. She is part of Mommy Mentions. DJ gonna make his appearance on here soon. Just not yet. But thanks again, you guys, for watching.
We out.
Peace.